The Red Ball Express was a famed truck convoy system that supplied Allied forces moving quickly through Europe. After breaking out from the D-Day beaches in Normandy in 1944, the cargo shipments to the front were needed. Trucks were used, with the Red Balls followed a similar marked route that was close to civilian traffic. The trucks had priority on all the roads. Conceived in an urgent 36-hour meeting, the convoy system began operating on August 25, 1944. Staffed primarily with African American soldiers, the Express at its peak operated 5,958 vehicles that carried about 12,000 tons of supplies a day. It ran for 83 days until November 16th, when the port facilities at Antwerp, Belgium were opened enough and the French rail lines were finally repaired, and portable gasoline pipelines were deployed. Only convoys of at least 5 trucks were allowed, escorted in front and behind by a jeep. In reality, it was common for individual trucks to depart, as they were loaded with as much gasoline and ammunition as was possible. The convoys were a primary target of the German Luftwaffe, and by 1944 German air power was so reduced that these tempting and typical easy targets were rarely attacked. The biggest problem facing the Express was maintenance. Finding drivers and lack of sleep overwhelmed the truckers, along with 3 feet of mud at times and German ambushes. However, the Red Ball Express and the African American drivers kept rolling on. They continued to supply Patton's army to roll on to take out the German army at its front. There are many accounts where the drivers would continue on. There would be 2 per truck, and they would change driving to help reduce some fatigue. However, the passenger driver would always have to be on the alert to keep always vigilant in case a German sniper or a roadblock would appear. This was ever constant. There are several reenactment World War II units now that have trucks and African American reenactors, and even Sergeant Rock comic book came out with a Red Ball Express. This comic book came out in the late 70s to honor the African Americans, and then there was a movie that was released also. The movie was released in 1952. Here is a short 50-second clip of that movie.
I've always said that men enjoy a fight, and don't believe anybody who says I'm a liar. But the battle is up there ahead of you. Save your fists and your energy for the fanatics who got us into this war. Don't use them in petty arguments with the men who supply the lifeblood to your fighting outfit. If it weren't for the Red Ball Express and the men in it pushing through supplies, we might never be able to keep attacking. But every day we get attacked means we're that much nearer the end of the war. Now get over and help those Red Ball drivers load whatever you need into your tanks. And whenever they hand you a gallon of gas or a bullet, be grateful, because it might be the one that saves your life and the life of your country. And when you're through, tankers, meet me 2 miles down the road. We'll see how eager you are to fight there.
Well, we're going to close this video out with saying, please Google the Red Ball Express. Learn the history of the African Americans that drove these trucks and kept the army supplied to defeat Germany. And I learned a great deal while making this video, and thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, be kind, and be courteous, and thank you again.